What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We are back at Dealer Auto Auction here in Oklahoma City. I've got some cars on my list, some things I want to bid on. Let's jump into this video and see if we can find them. Starting off, this is one that is on my list. It's a 2013 Cadillac Escalade with 130-ish thousand miles on the odometer. This one I have not seen yet. I just walked up to it. Looks like either the running board is dead or it's out of juice. This is probably a repossession. You can see the tags are from October of 2022. And it's got some other stickers on it, so it's probably run through a few times. This is one we might be able to get a reasonably decent deal on. You know, I like my Escalades. I like my Escalades a lot. Looks like we got some damage to the front wheel here. A lot of the clear is coming off. It's been curbed, but the tire itself looks like it's in pretty good condition, even though it is low on air. There's some scratches and scuffs throughout the body. This is one you don't expect it to be perfect. You know, it's a 2013 and it's got 134,000 miles on it. A little bit of a bump right there, scrape. The rest of it looks pretty good. Some dings and dents to be expected from something like this. So we're going to take a closer look at it. I'm going to bet this one needs a jump start. We'll start with the back. It's actually very clean and it doesn't smell bad. No lights are on, so I'm assuming it's dead. All right, third row looks nice. Second row looks good. Got a DVD player up here as well. Old school, man. That is real old school. Panasonic. Auxiliary inputs, climate control, radio, and everything back here as well. This will have the 6.2, which is the engine I want, but this is a little older than I would have preferred. I don't think that's wireless charging. I'm not sure if they had that or not in 2013, but oh, you got remote control. Look at that. That's a big honking remote control right there. Good Lord. All right. Not too shabby. It's actually in pretty clean condition. Dashboard has a crack going across. It's very common for these, so that's nothing that I'm too concerned about. I will have to put a jump on it, though, to hear it run, verify the mileage and everything. Then we'll look up the values and get a better idea of what we can expect to pay for it and what it's worth. All right, we know she's gonna need a battery. Fired right up. Let's see if the check engine light comes on immediately. Oh, it may need more than a battery, guys. The battery light's on, TPMS light is on, which doesn't surprise me. It's completely out of gas. She's definitely gonna need a little bit, guys. She's charging, service battery charging system. So she may have a bad alternator. We'll turn on the air conditioning real quick. I mean, that's not a big deal. I'm pretty sure the alternator sits on top of the engine. Let's put it on auto. Let's see if that AC works. It already, yeah, nice and cold already. Very nice. Okay, Somebody does that. I've noticed that. I found a few cars that when you click on the radio, it's full blast. So somebody likes to play games there. That's always fun. Important window works. Less important window works. The battery light went out. So it may not need an alternator. It may just need a battery. Steering feels good. Brakes feel good. Reverse. Got a working backup camera. Like I said, AC is ice cold. Goes forward and backward. I mean, what more do you want, man? This is actually pretty dang nice. I really like this. I really like this. All right. Well, let's go listen to it run. I mean, she's running excellent. She really is. And so far, the only light on the dash is the TPMS light. Hopefully, the power steps work. This is something I could do. My question is, real quick, let's figure out how much it's worth, because that plays a big role in how much I'm going to spend to buy it, right? I got to know how much it's worth. So I looked this up earlier. Here it is, the 2013 Cadillac Escalade with 134,000 miles and average condition. Wholesale, I should look at bidding about $12,275. So right around 13, and then retail is $15,250. So there's a little meat on the bone there, right? 12,000, sell it for 15, that's 3 grand. But obviously there's going to be a little bit of work that's got to be done to it. So you got to take that into consideration before you buy it. Now, we know there's about $3,000 on the table. Let's take a look under the hood. So as I said before, these are the ones I'm looking for, the 6.2s. Doesn't have to be an Escalade, but it's got to be a 6.2. And if you look right here, you can't see it, but 6.2 liter. If we shut the booster pack off, hopefully she stays running. And she does. That is excellent news. So we know the alternator is charging like it's supposed to. And one of the things I got to listen for on these is that horrible noise. Nope, I don't hear it. You've got to listen for those lifters chattering, man, because that active fuel management, that's a little tricky on these things, man. And if that goes out, you can be in a world of trouble because you're looking at an engine, and these engines are not cheap. Let's see if the hatch opens. Uh-oh. Hatch does not open. That's another big deal. You need the hatch to open. That's pretty important. Let's see if we can find a button to open the hatch. And if you're wondering why I'm spending so much time on this, well, it's because I actually plan on spending my own money to buy it, assuming I like what I see here. So let me see if I can figure out how to open up that hatch, and we'll continue from there. Well, I found a button. I push it, does absolutely nothing, and that's the only button I found that looks like it has anything to do with the hatch. Yeah, that could be a problem, guys. That could be a big problem. Obviously, that's very important because if that doesn't work, you know, people can't get their groceries and stuff in. Now that I disconnected my booster pack, all the lights on the dash are on. So that battery's got to be really, really bad, and it's dragging down the whole system. So when I shut it off, she probably won't do anything at all. Yeah, she's dead as a doornail. I've got this on my list, but I'm going to adjust my price because I know she needs a little work. Now, for those of you who like big trucks, here's a 2021 Ram 2500. This is a limited. This is a big boy. It's lifted. It is loaded. This is nice. This is really, really nice right here. This is from Automax. A lot of the cars here are from Automax right now, and this one looks really, really clean. Obviously, you see the big C on the side. It's a Cummins with 32,000 miles, and they were asking $89,980 for this bad boy. Now, it's not going to bring that at auction. Truth is, I don't know what it's going to bring at auction. But let's take a quick peek at the inside. She's got juice. Power running boards came out. Oh, I miss it. I had one of these. I did. I had a 2500 Laramie Limited Longhorn Edition, if I remember right. It's been a while. I think it was called a Laramie Longhorn Limited, but I had the badging here, and I had it over there too. I had the big screen. This is so nice. Let the diesel preheat, and then she'll fire up. I don't know what it needs to preheat for. It's almost 70 degrees outside right now. There she is. And that big screen. I miss it. I do. I now have a base model. I think mine is it's a 21 Ram 3500. I think it's a Tradesman. And I've got almost 70,000 miles on it right now. But that truck cost me $50,000. This one is 90. So you're talking almost double the price for buttons and screens. And while the buttons and screens are really, really nice, and I would really love to have this, I don't know, guys. Like an extra $40,000 for some extra buttons. Underneath, it's all the same. It's the same engine, the same transmission, same four-wheel drive. Like, it's the same truck. This one just has a lot of extra features, and I'm just thinking, you know, for 40 grand, hell, if I threw in $10,000 more, I could have a second Ram 3500 and have two trucks. That's basically what this truck equals, is buying two base model Rams. So here we are with a 2018 Cadillac Escalade ESV with 92,000 miles on it. I pulled up my app here, and we'll get into that here in just a second. This one's a little on the rough side, guys, and I already pulled up the app and looked at the values. This should have been a $42,000 truck, but it's not. It's more like 33. So there's got to be a history-related issue for why the value is so low. It's got good tires. The body looks reasonable, although it's very, very dirty. Overall, some dings here and there, minor imperfections to be expected, but honestly, nothing too bad. Let's take a quick look at the interior, then we'll look at that app, like this bumper not lining up. Let's see what the interior looks like. All right, it's actually pretty clean. Smells good. Smells like it was recently cleaned in here. That's what it smells like. It smells like laundry detergent. Like somebody took some of those, I forget what they are, the dryer sheets, and they stuck them throughout the vehicle. Now this is the system that I can't stand, right? The Cadillac Q, I think it stands for Cadillac User Experience, CU, or Customer User Experience, I don't know, but this is what I'm talking about, and this is why I prefer the Yukon Denali over the Escalade. These things are notorious for breaking. They just stop working properly, and then you end up having to replace like the screen. There's something you got to take apart and replace. It's kind of a pain to do, and yeah, for those reasons, I don't care for this. It seems like it's working, and you should be able to slide your fingers for the volume and stuff like that. It's out of fuel. Air conditioning works. I mean, it's not horrible mileage. 92,700 miles on the odometer. It's not horrible. We could turn those heated seats off, though. We could turn it on cooled seats. How about that? There we go. It's out of fuel, like completely. She's got the 6.2, of course. Got a little bit of wear right here, but this is something I might potentially be interested in. I don't know. I still feel like if I'm going to buy one of these, I would rather just get the Yukon, truthfully. But anyway, here's my phone in wholesale. You can see there's an $11,375 adjustment right here. Now, why is that? Probably an accident, maybe even a rebuilt title. I don't know, but $11,375 negative adjustment, bringing the wholesale price down to $29,650. Retail, $33. All right, so that's what you've got. You've got right about $30 to purchase and $33 to sell it for. So you're looking at, you know, a potential $3,000 profit. But before I would go anywhere near this, I'm gonna have to run the Carfax report. I got to run the Carfax report, because that much of a discount means something had to be very wrong with this. If it's just like an accident, I can deal with that. But if it's like a rebuilt title, I probably want to stay away from that. One of the big things is making sure that it doesn't start idling rough. The check engine light doesn't come on, and it doesn't, even though it's out of fuel. It goes right into gear forward and backward. Not a problem. Reverse cameras and bird's eye view work great. Steering feels good. The windows work. Brakes feel good. Air conditioning's cold, and the cooled seats work. Now, this is not four-wheel drive. This is a two-wheel drive Escalade. I kind of would prefer an all-wheel drive Escalade. All-wheel drive / 4x4 would be my preference. But anyway, there's the Escalade. Now, I want you guys to tell me. You've seen the Yukons. You've seen the Escalade. Tell me what your preference would be. And then we're going to move right across the street. We're going to go look at a Tahoe. Now, if you guys are getting tired of big SUVs, let me know, and we can definitely switch things over to something else. But here we have a 2016 Chevrolet Tahoe. I like the Tahoe. I do. It's beneath the Escalade, obviously. It's beneath the Yukon, but there's nothing wrong with a Chevy Tahoe. I think my biggest complaint with one of these is the 5.3. As I've said a million times, I really want EcoDiesel, or I want the 6.2. But I guess if it came down to it, would a 5.3 be able to haul? Yes, it can do it. Would it be happy about doing it? No, it probably wouldn't be very happy about doing it. And since this has almost 100,000 miles on it, I would be really concerned about working a 5.3 too hard. We'll climb on in real quick. It looks good. It smells good. This is four-wheel drive, which is nice. Get your 4x4 switches right there. Pedal adjustment, traction control, parking assist, lane departure, all right there as well. Push to start. Fires right up. Let's crank down that air conditioning, man. She's on heat. Let's turn that all down to low. Crank this up, recirculate. There we go. You've got your nice little screen here. You know I love this, man. I love being able to stick something in there, whatever that may be. It works. Steering feels good. Brakes feel good. The gauges, let's see if she's complaining about anything. Just being out of fuel. No gas. Gauges look good. It's idling nice. Very nice, actually. Air conditioning, come on, maybe. We'll give it a minute. It does not have air-conditioned seats, which, you know, it's nice to have, but it's not necessary. Important window works. Less important window works. You have a sunroof. You also have DVD and everything in here as well. So it's got the media center. Got the headphones and the books. Covered in grease, which sucks because I always have to clean that up. You got wireless charging right there as well. Parking sensors and everything, very nice. Backward, forward. I mean, it is what it is, man. It's nice. It is really nice. It's lacking a few things that I would like to have, but at the end of the day, it could work for what I'm looking at it for. And of course, the goal is always at the end of using it to be able to sell it and make a little bit of money, right? Well, let's go down to our app here. Here we go. And with wholesale prices, there is a $2,500 discount for history base, which I don't know what that is. It's something I got to run a Carfax report to figure it out. So you're looking at spending about $23,300 to purchase it in average condition, and selling it, you're looking at about $26,400. So $23 to purchase, $26 to sell. You're looking at a few $1,000s on the table, assuming it doesn't need anything. And this one has good tires. It runs great. Air conditioning works. It's quiet, super quiet. We can put it in auto mode, make sure that four-wheel drive will shift. In progress. And let's turn it on manually into four-wheel drive high. It's there we go. It's lit up solid. It's in 4 high, and we can take her right back down to 2 high. Four-wheel drive shifts like it's supposed to. Radio. Radio works. She's nice, guys. I mean, it doesn't have a whole lot of options like the Escalade over there, but ultimately, you really don't need all of that. Can you guess what I'm in? It's the thumbnail. Yeah, it's the G Wagon. A 2014, unfortunately, doesn't tell me what it is. It just says it's a G class, and somebody debadged it. So, I don't know, G55? You'll have to tell me. 2014, what is it? She doesn't run the best. It almost sounds like it's got a misfire going on there, doesn't it? No check engine light, though. That's interesting. Nice dark tinted windows. Important window works. Less important window works. Got your nice little screen right here. I've got the air conditioning on. We'll turn on the air conditioned seats as well. AC off. I had it on, then I turned it off. I don't know what's going on here. Is there an auto button? Auto, right there. Yes, give me air conditioning and turn that eco crap off. We don't need eco. I want to see if we got air conditioning, because that is very necessary right now. It's getting warm out, man. It's 67 degrees. It's getting warm. Sitting in this thing is like sitting in a cracker box. I don't get it, I guess. Let's put it in gear. Forward. Yep. Reverse. Yep. And park. We have no air conditioning, guys. None. AC does not work. We'll go ahead and turn that off. She doesn't sound very good. Not at all. Let's get out and take a quick peek at it. Oh, wait, I hear you got the exhaust right here. Ooh, that shocked me. Yeah, she's got a dead miss. Let's go ahead and shut her down. I mean, I knew it felt like it was misfiring, but without a check engine light, I didn't know for sure. Those doors weigh about 1,000 pounds a piece too. You gotta really close them. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's pop the hood on it. Let's see who built it. Oh man, that hood's kind of a bear to get into. Handcrafted by Dennis Bogner, Mercedes AMG, Germany. There you go. I like it, not gonna lie, but it's obviously got a misfire. Could just be a coil, right? It could be something really simple. Well, yeah, it could be. It could be. or it could be something really serious. Guess who's not going to take the chance and find out on his dime? Ain't going to be me. Tires are kind of old and rotted around the edges. Take a look at this. Yeah, it's I mean, I like it. It's cool. Look how little room there is too. There's, I guess, I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Why not just go buy a Jeep? I think I'd rather have a Jeep than something like this. At least a Jeep is relatively affordable to purchase and to maintain. Next, we got a 2020 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD High Country. This is the Duramax. This is really, really nice. Of course, it's paired with an Allison. That's something GM's been doing for a long, long time. This thing looks, well, it looks really good, guys. This looks really nice. It's in really good shape. I saw something that concerned me just a tad. Well, she don't want to close and she don't want to open, but somebody's been under here and spray painted. You can see all of that down there. They did the same thing up here as well. Spray painted all of the suspension, all of it. Look at that. Okay. Not quite sure what that's about, but I suppose they think it makes it look better. When I see stuff like that, it gets me a little suspicious. Gets me thinking that somebody, oh, she's locked. Gets me thinking that there's something hiding. You know what I mean? You don't need to spray paint stuff like that, especially on something this new. Oh, she runs. Do we have any lights on the dash here? 112,000 miles on the odometer. Replace battery in remote. All right. Somewhere there's a button you push to dismiss all of this stuff. Where that is, I don't know. On the older ones, it was over here. You got your four-wheel drive stuff over here, trailer mode and everything right here, trailer brake controller, headlights, and all that good stuff over there. All your window switches, mirrors, and all that good stuff here. And over here, well, you got a power outlet, a 110. You got your USB-A, USB-C, trailer brake controller. I think I already said that. I was wrong. Trailer brake controller is not there. It is here. You got your exhaust brake, lane departure warning, park assist, remote tailgate, traction control, hazard lights, and your plug-in. Then you've got your express down for all the windows. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of cool, actually. That's kind of like that. Nice dark tinted windows. Of course, you got the sunroof, brown on black. I like it. I really do. I like the layout here for your phone, too, for the wireless charging. Very, very nice. Air conditioning is ice cold. Brakes feel good. Steering feels good as well. Let's put her in gear. Reverse. This has got one of those seats that vibrates your butt. I don't care for that. I don't need my butt vibrating to tell me that I'm getting too close to something. But I get it, though. It's you know, it's a warning. And it works. I promise you, if I was about to run into something and this thing started shaking my butt, I would be paying attention really, really quick. Really quick. Okay, well, change fuel filter. I would like to know where the little check box is, though. There's supposed to be a little check button you push somewhere. And I don't know where it is. That's all for heads-up display. I'm pushing the wrong buttons. You would think they would be like here. Oh, it is. That is the OK button right there. All right, so there we go. We've got good oil pressure. She's out of diesel. It's in two-wheel drive mode. Battery voltage looks good. No warning lights on the dash at all. This is decent, man. No joke. This is nice. I mean, I'm a Ram guy. I love my Rams, but I can't lie. The Chevy, it's got it going on, man. I can't help it, guys. I'm into these big trucks. That's kind of my thing. Don't worry, I'll get into other things later, but right now, here's a 2021 Suburban with 30,000 miles on the clock. It's got some worn tires all the way around, so she probably needs a set of tires. It's an extended wheelbase. You got stationary running boards. Looks nice, though. Like, I don't think I've actually looked at one of these yet. Oh, she took a little, ooh, more than a little. Yeah. And it crunched in the quarter. Definitely fixable, but that's concerning. Some pretty good scratches all down the side, too. Ugh. I'm going to look at it anyway, but my interest just went kaput on this one. She needs some work. Let's take a quick peek at the interior. I mean, it smells nice. Lots of room. It's in very good condition. You've got giant screens at each seat here. I really like that. Let's see how she runs. Yeah, if it hadn't been crunched, this may have been something I would have considered, but yeah, I do like it. I'm just not looking for something that I got to go and immediately take to get body work done, you know? I don't know how much that's going to cost. I'm sure it can be repaired relatively cheaply. So let's just say I'm not going to write it off yet, but that's definitely not something that I really want to deal with. But I'll consider it depending on the price, whatever it goes for, you know? So let's see, warning lights, TPMS, automatically. I got a hunch this one probably wasn't taken the best care of. You know, when you see 4 tires that all need to be replaced, it's got 30,000 miles on it. So most likely those are the original tires and they need to be replaced. Come on, man. You know, so instead of replacing tires, they traded it in. They wrecked it, then they traded it in. That's my guess. Obviously, I don't know what the situation really is, but we'll turn on this air conditioning real quick. Rear air conditioning is working. Unfortunately, the Suburban does not have the air-conditioned seats. That sucks. I really like that. Like, when you get outside and you're outside all day in the heat, you want to jump into your car and you want to turn on those air-conditioned seats. I can't tell you how much of a difference that makes. Puts you in a better mood really, really quick. You got this weird shifting mechanism here. I don't care for this. I miss the old shifter here or even a shifter there. But this, that's weird. And you got to pull it up to drive, and I think you push it to park. Yeah, obviously she goes in all the gears. This is just weird though, man. That's bizarre. Is this 4x4? It is. It is 4x4. You got your 4x4 and maybe trailer modes? No, that's drive modes. Where's the trailer brake? Power outlet, parking sensors, windows. I don't see a trailer brake in here. It doesn't have one. Does not have one, so that's something extra you have to put into it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I wasn't all that interested in it. You guys know I'm just not a big fan of the Tahoes or the Suburbans. I'm really looking for, I've said it 100 times, a Yukon Denali. We'll pop the hood. I'm curious, they still using the 5.3 in these? It's a 21. Why don't we just take a quick peek under the hood, see what things look like under here. And I guarantee it's a 5.3. Guarantee you she's still a 5.3. Yep, 5.3. They hadn't changed anything, have they? I mean, if you got something that works, why mess with it? Next, and probably last on my list, a 2018 BMW 740. This has real potential because the wholesale value at the auction is $22,000. The retail value is $27,000. That is $5,000 of profit left on the table to be made, which leaves a lot of room for anything that needs to be worked on. Tires and wheels look great. We've got Pirellis all the way around. This car actually looks really, really nice. Wait a minute, hold on, I may be wrong about that. No, this is not. Is this a Pirelli? I can't see. A Centurto? Yeah, Pirelli's all around. Front tires are definitely more worn than the back, but still have usable life. Body looks good. This is nice, guys. $5 grand on the table here. It'd be a good time to rotate the tires. Uh-oh. There we go. She must be locked. Let's see if we can unlock the doors here and take a peek in the back. There we go. This I could do. You got your own separate sunroof in the rear. Oh yeah. It's a big car. It's a real big car. You know what? We looked at this one before. We did. We looked at this before because I remember the screen came up and said, "Welcome, Doctor." And this one just said, "Welcome, Doctor." I can't believe this car is $27,000. Let me pull the app up. Just Maybe I misread something. That is awful cheap for this kind of a car, man. All right, let's see. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Here we go. So, 60,000 miles. Wholesale value is 26. Okay, I was wrong, not 22. It's 26,425. And retail value is 31,425. Still $5,000. I just had the numbers off a little bit. Wow. So I could get this for $26,000. There are no warning lights on the dash, guys. None. Absolutely none. I'll turn that air conditioning on auto. There we go. Yeah, I remember this car. I did not recognize it at first. I looked through so many cars every single week. Some of them I forget. I didn't remember this one until it said, "Welcome, Doctor." Yeah, I could have been a doctor. No, I couldn't have been a doctor. Backwards. Forwards. Yeah, this sucker's nice, man. This sucker's nice. Of course, you've got adaptive modes for sport, comfort, and Eco Pro. So if you're cruising down the interstate or something and you want eco mood, well, there you go. You get those nice ice blue gauges. Comfort mode just looks normal. And sport mode gets really red. Really red. This is a sleek ride, ladies and gentlemen. I like this. I don't need it, but man, $5,000 on the table. If the car doesn't need anything, and truthfully, it's already ready to go. It needs, what, maybe a tire rotation to give it a good cleaning. Important windows work. You could send this thing down the road and potentially make $5,000 in profit selling at retail. Now, of course, you got to find somebody that just loves their BMWs. But I'll be honest with you, I would not hesitate to drive this car. I would not hesitate to daily drive this. Of course, until the first time it broke down, and the repair bill would be astronomical. I probably wouldn't be able to afford it, and then I would most likely end up bankrupt. But you know, as long as none of that happens, I love it, man. I love it. Let's go pop the hood real quick and take a look underneath. This is one you got to pull twice, and I always give it a third pull just for added safety there. Yeah, I mean, the front tires are lower than the back, but they just need to be rotated. That's it. I bet this car has never had a tire rotation since these tires were put on. There's your twin power turbo. She sounds great. Nothing is smoking. I don't see anything leaking. Good pressure on the cooling system. She's warming up nicely. Oh, yeah. I kind of want this. Really, I'm not even joking. I cleared out my floor plan. It's an X-Drive, so she's all-wheel drive. I cleared out my floor plan, so I have plenty of available funds. It just comes down to finding the cars that, number one, you're going to enjoy having and playing with, and two, people on video are going to want to watch, and three, when you're done with them, that hopefully you can resell them and make a profit. This is nice. The thing is, though, is just because the black book tells you what you should pay and how much these cars are actually worth in this market today, that doesn't mean that that is what the dealerships that own these are going to sell them for. All right, a lot of these dealers probably bought these cars when the market was really high. They're probably upside down on them and they need to get rid of them, but they also don't want to lose a ton of money either, which puts them in a really bad position. It also puts the buyers in a bad position because we're here trying to get these cars at current market values to resell them and make money, and they're not wanting to let them go. Today was probably a shorter video than usual, and for that I apologize, but I have got to get out of here. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking time to watch my videos. Comment below and tell me which car you liked the best out of today's videos. Which car you think, or truck or SUV, whatever, you think would be the best fit for the channel. Drop those comments down below. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, and share the video with your friends. I truly appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up button if you like the content, and until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon, maybe in this 740 in the next one.